So could you?
Yeah.
It is a separate one.
All right, but is it actually there? If you look, it's not clickable.
Is it clickable? Did we?
That's weird.
Did we? Oh, okay.
It says it should be streaming now.
And Gbricks are here.
I don't know why you can't see it there. Oh, Gbricks is here? Oh, hey.
For some reason, I can't pull it up on the iPad. But it... We may have over-teched ourselves.
Yeah, yeah.
No, they can hear us. We're live.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on air.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, Aaron's here. Hey, Aaron. Wait, I thought he couldn't make it. Or that was somebody else.
That was Jack.
Okay. So Aaron's here. Hey, Aaron, and Gbricks is here. I'm trying to remember if I've talked to Gbricks before. I think I have.
I haven't talked to Gbricks in ages. How are you, man? It's been forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna have to talk to ChatGPT when the stream is done and find out what causes this thing that we're seeing.
I don't know. Will ChatGPT know? Do you think?
It might. I don't know. This might be a little bit obscure for it, perhaps.
What an interesting...
Oh, I didn't know this would show you concurrent viewers.
Oh, yeah, it does.
On that page. That's cool.
What software are we streaming from?
We're not streaming from software. We're actually using the Blackmagic ATEM Mini Extreme ISO, and it has a gigabit network port on it, and it has the streaming encoding software built in. So all we have to do for people who've streamed before is go into YouTube, create a stream, grab the stream key, and paste it into the software for the Blackmagic switcher, and then we can stream straight from the switcher. So we don't need the PC to stream.
Okay. Well,
Gbricks says I'm pretty good. How are things?
Oh, things are pretty good. It's nice being in Portland and visiting Dave's Brick House. Wait, don't close the laptop because we don't have the chat open on the.
Oh yeah, okay.
Else.
I'm just trying
to need the laptop here. So yeah, we'll just
we'll roll with it. We'll make it
roll
work.
with it. Hopefully that's the last time that happens. I would not be surprised if it continues.
Yeah, me neither. But
that's unfortunate. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, hopefully people can find their way back here. There's 4 people watching right now.
Yeah, we were up to I don't even know what we were up to. 15, 20?
Yeah, no, not 20. I think it said peak was 16 last stream. Okay. You want to get Micah again?
Sure. Micah.
Hello. Wow. Wait, let me switch to...
That's what I was thinking. You have both. There we go.
Look, pretty bird.
Yeah.
Micah's so pretty.
Yeah. Hi, Micah. Hey, Micah. High five. High five. High five. There you go. High five. Okay, don't knock my foliage down. We're easily distracted, apparently.
Yeah, okay. I totally forgot what we were actually talking about. I wonder...
Yeah, me too. We were saying good stuff, but I don't know what it was.
I still can't remember.
Yeah, that's weird.
How to put the chat on the...
So you can't press that to open it. That's weird. And you refresh the page, right?
I can't press... Oh, wait, I can tell that. I can press that one. Huh.
That's not clickable?
No, I guess not.
And if you refresh the page, it's still not clickable?
No, I've refreshed it many times.
That's what I thought. That's weird. I don't get it.
Okay.
Oh, well. All right. We were talking about Flight Sim, but I think we were done with that.
Yeah, we were done with Flight Sim. Oh, I was going to say, you should tell the people about Bricks Cascade and Bob.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, for those that don't know, I am a co-theme coordinator with my friend Rob for the post-apocalyptic theme at Bricks Cascade in Portland.
Bricks Cascade is a Lego convention for those unaware.
And it's one of 12, I think, in the world that are officially recognized. I think it's AFOL networking events, A&Es. That means they're officially recognized by Lego, and there's some benefits to go with that. But anyway, in our theme, we have the Bunker collab, which has just been wildly successful with the public. Me and Perry were talking a few years ago about whether we should bring it back, and I said I think we should, and then it was made very clear that, yeah, no, you guys can't ever get rid of it. It has to stay. But the other thing I'm involved with is a big Jurassic Park collab, which is now actually a theme as of last year. It's a whole quadrant. So like what Bricks Cascade does is, I don't know, it's 20 by 30 foot area. And there's about 12 active builders, and we build every year, and we just keep changing it around. We can't get any bigger because we can't get any more space, but we keep making it better. And there's been really good tour videos on it every year for like the last 4 years, 5 years from Beyond the Brick. So if you're interested, you can go look for one. But one of the fun little tidbits that Peter was mentioning that he thought I should talk about is the fact that there are, we don't know how many, maybe like 500. I think we did count one year, and there's like 500 dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
But
the number one rule.
But the one rule we always tell new builders, for anybody that's going to build in this collab, don't bring dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Because every dinosaur in the collab is provided by Bob. Bob is actually one of the guys who started Bricks Cascade 11, 12 years ago, whatever it was. And he's had a passion for Jurassic Park. And this started out as like a little 6 by 8 foot train. That was it, like a Jurassic tour train. And it's grown from there over the last 5 years. But Bob just he loves dinosaurs, so he just keeps buying more and more. And he brings them in these big, he has like a panel van or something that he transports them in. And he has these big shelves. They're like the Costco shelves, but they're bigger and they're on wheels. And he just has bins and bins and bins of dinos. And he brings them to the convention on Thursday morning. And we just start pulling stuff out and plopping them wherever we want them. Mm-hmm. Those take a while to put down. What takes really long is the flowers. The flowers take forever because, like, I myself have built, I think, 3,000 of the 3-leaf plants, double decker with a flower in the middle, and then Bob has probably about the same amount with a different color flower in the middle, so we know whose is whose.
Micah just wants to sit in that one spot.
Yep, he doesn't want to be seen. He's shy. He's camera shy. That's the word.
Do you think Micah understands a camera?
Nope. Yeah, Stan, you're right. This will be detrimental to the live view count.
Yeah.
It was. We're down to 4 now.
Oh, well. I mean, I think that was out of our control. We don't really know what went wrong, and we don't know how to prevent it from happening again.
Yeah.
So,
but we have Creative Mindstorms, G-Bricks, Stan, and Brickspiration here at the moment. So that's cool. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Thanks for sticking with us.
I think my grandparents and my parents might be confused because I sent them the link,
but that was the old link.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they want to join, they're not going to find it.
So,
what else did we have? What else did we have going on this weekend?
I think the story of Dino Bob is so funny, though.
Yeah.
Just like, don't bring dinosaurs to the Jurassic Park Club because there's one guy that supplies all of the dinosaurs.
Yep. Birds, video stuff. Cashew chicken. That was good.
Cashew chicken. That was good. I feel like we covered most of it at this point.
I think so.
We're going to have to branch into original topics.
Oh, no.
What a tough problem.
I introduced Peter to a restaurant that's actually worldwide, well, at least in the U.S. anyway. But I think there's some outside the U.S. locations. But it started here in Portland. It's called the Old Spaghetti Factory. And when I went up to visit him in Seattle, we went to a place near where he was to go there. And then we went there again today for lunch because he liked it a lot. And it's yummy. Mm-hmm. It's really good Italian food.
And then we're getting pizza for dinner and watching a movie.
Yep.
In the theater, as we mentioned.
That would make a great screen grab. Your facial expression there.
Let's see.
All right.
I just put on I think these are the feet.
Oh, yeah. Stan said, send another Discord ping. That's not a bad idea. Oh, and he also said, I love the Old Spaghetti Factory. They closed all of ours.
They did not. There's still one up in Alderwood. That's where we were, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 of them up there. What does this mean?
Oh, Mike is grabbing me.
What does this mean next to Stan?
That means he's the #1 fan.
Okay.
So our Stan is the #1 fan. Stan the fan.
All right. Is that like Dan the Man?
Dan the fan? Dan the fan. He's living in
He's
the...
Stan the fan. Oh, S'more's here.
Welcome,
hey, S'more.
Wow, we almost said that in unison.
Yeah, we did.
On the same page, Dave and I.
But yeah, Big Peter's Piecers fun here. Exactly, Stan. If we weren't over teched already, I'd say, hey, Stan, get on the VC and we'll add you.
Yeah, I don't think we need more.
No.
I think we've entered tech debt.
Yes.
What exactly is tech debt?
Tech debt is like at a software company, for example, when you have code that you know is old and doesn't work very well, but you don't really have the time to fix it, so you just leave it there.
Oh, so it's
and then
dead.
4 or 5 years later, eventually when you have time, it's like, we're going to reduce this tech debt. We're going to go fix it because it doesn't necessarily make you any money, but it just might be causing you grief. So that's what that is.
I see. Okay, well, I'll hand this back to you. Here you go.
Micah, you're just knocking trees over left and right. Not your
Yeah,
fault.
let me switch to the. Does this show? Oh, it doesn't quite show up on here. I can show.
Go mobile with the camera. So
You can almost.
I have a row of trees here, and Micah's tail is so long he keeps bumping it and knocking the trees over.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Okay, I'll switch back to the.
So I'm
Sony or yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sure.
We haven't used that for a while.
Okay. Yeah, Stan, if well, I think my server was already notified. If you want to send one back to like, I forget which other servers I sent it in, but you can send a stream link if you would like. There's another Stan. Stan. Oh, okay. So Creative Mindstorm's Stan. Creative Mindstorm's name is Sten.
That's Sten, S-T-E-N.
Sten.
I'm building as well, but just went climbing, so my hands are numb. I keep struggling to build. Okay.
Wait. Oh, I wish we could show media on the screen, but
We can.
oh, we can. Wait, because the laptop's up here right now.
Yeah. So if you put the laptop on preview, I can I can extend a window over to that. That's easy. That's not
Okay.
hard to do.
Maybe
have to
pull up Stan and his bird.
Oh yeah. Extend. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. So it's there now. So go over to Discord. Go over to the PP server.
The PP server. You have to find Stan's photo. Stan, do you have an updated photo that you could send that we could put on stream?
I like that. That was fun. All right, where was it? I know which one we have to post if he's okay with it. Where was it? It was the one with his awesome Stanley facial expression. Oh, that would be under Mocks and Whips. That's where it is. Yeah, that one. So if I put that over here and I maximize this.
Can we put your face on stream?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Selfie.
I don't want to dox him. I didn't think about
Can
that.
I put your face on stream if No, he's been in my videos before. He's literally was in the
Oh, you're right.
swap.
He was in the
been
yeah,
build
you're right.
swap.
So he's
Okay,
already been
we're all
doxed.
good. Okay, I'll switch then.
And then I'll go to the better picture.
There's Stan and his
bird.
kingfisher that he's
This
working
kingfisher is so cool. It's such a good job. Let me go find a different photo of it that's better. Like this one?
on. Yeah, that's a good photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
This
just
is unfinished. It's a work in progress.
yeah, but it's really good.
Stan's
Stan's part usage is just crazy good.
Big Brick Stan on Instagram and Flickr.
Yep.
Give a shout out there for the 5 concurrent viewers.
Oh, here we go. I think this was the finished, maybe.
Oh, Che's back.
Oh, hey, Jay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't see that. So there's no wings on that one, but
Yeah.
it's supposed to be the kingfisher of clubs.
And
because
the side view with the beak, he nailed it with the parts. That guy's crazy how good he is.
I disagree. I hate him with my whole heart.
Yes. All right, should we go back to the
Yeah.
A7?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Does anybody? I guess most of the people watching right now are caught up to speed with my life, so I don't need to give the big life update. But well, I'll give a brief one. I'm gonna be a senior in college, so I don't know if I'm going to grad school yet. But I'm entering my last year of university, and then I'll be graduating and either getting a full-time job and like having, I guess, disposable income for the first time, or going back to school.
Wait,
and
that doesn't look right.
what? It's
No,
supposed, it looks
that's
purple.
weird. It looks purple
Oh
on
wait,
there, but
GoPro.
Is there any purple there? Yeah.
So, instructions. This is a blue piece, as you might be able to see. But in the instructions it looks purple.
Oh, see now on this camera it looks blue, kind of. Well, almost
It
looks.
kinda
Yeah,
looks
it does look purple. But I didn't see a purple piece, so I think you must have the right one. That must be the only one.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, well, Micah's wanting to eat the instructions again.
That's just out of frame of the GoPro. Mike is making moves for the instructions.
You gonna now that we want to show him, he's not gonna do it. Only when we're not watching.
Yeah. He's maybe Mike is the one committing the largest robbery of Brit.
Yeah,
brick
that
house
might
of
be,
all
that might
time.
be it. Yeah.
Anyways, here, I'll give this to you.
S'more says, save some talent for the rest of us.
Yeah. I hate
Oh,
Stan.
Stan, because he's so much better than me, SMH.
Stan Hate Fan Club.
SMH my head.
Zoner's here. Oh, hey,
cool.
I
Hey,
ran into Zoner at Brickworld this year.
I don't think I know Zoner.
He's I don't know. He's just been a viewer of the channel for a long time, and I met up with him at Brickworld, and we had some good conversations. I don't really know what to say other than that. I forget what you might know him from, but
I don't remember seeing him in chats or anything like
yeah,
that.
I don't think that you guys have been introduced. But anyways. Oh, Stan, I think Che was the founding member of the Stan Hate Club. Oh, there's Mikey.
There goes
for
Mikey
the-
again, yep.
For the instructions.
You can't hate Stan. He's got such a lovely face.
A lovely face.
How can you hate him?
What's the laptop look like right now? Is his face still on the laptop? We should just be able to switch to Stan's face whenever. There we go. How could you hate my son?
Exactly.
How could you hate my son?
Oh, are you his dad? I didn't know that.
Canonically, I am his dad, actually.
Okay.
Stan says a face only a mother could love, and Dave, apparently. So, go follow Big Bricks.
I'm really frustrated about the tech fail, but
Yeah.
I need some of these pieces. I have like 25 of them. So, can you turn on the GoPro?
Oh, yeah.
I have like 25 of these somewhere in some color. But I don't know where they are here. I don't know where they are because I found a technique that I saw on Brick Science channel, Riley, the way he was doing some windows, and it used these, and it was awesome. I really want to try it because I like building sideways with windows. So I'll take like 4x3 windows sideways to get different aspect ratios, but there's some definite Lego math going on there to figure out. But the problem is one end will be secured with like a 1x1 by 1 2/3 brick, but the other end isn't. It's just friction fit.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that? I kind of lost it.
So if you want to build sideways into a wall, for example, you can use 1x4x3 and you put plates between them or whatever, or 1x3 windows. Anyway, the geometry is such that you can figure it out so that it fits exactly between bricks. And one end will be secured with a 1x1 by 1 2/3 brick, but the other end is just friction fit. Because
like you put a tile on it or something?
Yeah,
Or-
because you can't because it's going to be studs on that end against studs.
Well, you know how I did that is I put in my modern house I ran into the same issue, and what I did was I put you know the 1x4 by 1x4x6 windows, the tall like door frames.
Yep.
You put those on their sides, and then you put snot bricks on the one end like you talked about, and then you put tiles on the other end, but you have one that's a stud, and you put it in the back of a headlight brick, or into the back of like a panel.
That's interesting.
Like a 1x1 panel. That way, there's still a little bit of jiggle into the panel,
Right,
but it holds it in there.
But Riley demoed a method that's using this piece, the little bracket that we just showed, that lets you have studs on both ends.
Oh, wait a minute.
And so I really want to try that, but I need some of these pieces.
Huh?
And
I
that
thought
kind
I
of.
saw a whole bunch of them in the drawer back there.
If you did, tell me where they are, because I knew I should have them, but I couldn't find them.
I'm gonna go look. I know they're right. Hold on, I found them. How many do you have?
I should only have like 20 or 25, only, because I think I got them through Lug Bulk.
Oh, you got a bunch.
Where are they?
Well, they're only in tan, but
Yeah, that's exactly what I expected. I just didn't find. I don't think I must have not put a label on the front of the drawer.
I hate to
Oh,
tell
I do.
you. I hate to tell you, Dave.
You know why? It's because it's not white. It's the only label, and
Oh.
I probably look right past it, but I don't have any in white, so I had to do it.
Well,
That's my
I hate
story,
to
and I'm
tell
sticking
you,
to it.
There was literally a piece right here, and that's how I knew that they were in here.
Okay, well, good. Now, I want maybe after stream, we can play around with that idea.
Did you take one, or do you need to put any back?
I
or-
did take
okay,
one.
okay,
Here
here you go.
for now. I need a brick set. Well, there we go. There's one.
Brick separator. I don't
Who
know
else
where
is
they
here?
are.
Oh yeah, and Dave. Face only a mother could love, and Dave apparently. True. And a stealable collection, S'more says.
Yeah.
And then I like the storage you have behind on you. And
Oh
Yep.
wait, are we?
once again,
Oh.
dang it.
Oh
Yep.
wait, are we?
Once again,
Oh.
dang it.
Oh.
This is really frustrating.
How long did we last this time?
20 minutes.
Oh man.
Might be back now. Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
So-
getting frustrating, but anyway.
So when it Do you think it's a networking issue?
I'm wondering, but it shouldn't be because I have a really solid network infrastructure here at the house. Everything is gigabit or in some
And
cases
this is
10
wired
gigabit.
in,
And this is
right?
hardwired in. All right, it's not Wi-Fi. I never use Wi-Fi. Not for this anyway. So I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's strange. And you streamed from here before, right? You
Yes,
used it on your
twice.
streams?
Yeah, that's why I had all this stuff programmed in because I used it on a previous stream. So I don't know what's going on. That's why I want to go look it up. Yeah. And it looks to me like as long as it doesn't drop for too long, the stream won't end. If it takes too long, the stream ends and you can't bring it back without starting a new one.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, what were we talking about when it cut out?
You were talking about why the roses.
Oh, yeah. S'more, do you want to explain? I don't actually know I just know the rose emojis that S'more sent means laughing, but I don't know why that's what it means. Could you explain, S'more? I would love to know.
There should be another one of these, and I can't find it.
It's right here.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Micah is so interested in the Lego.
Yep. He's being really good. Come on. All right. I kind of like
It doesn't
having
mean laughing really. Well, kind of. What does that mean, S'more, then? I thought it meant laughing. Maybe I'm a boomer too. Oh, hey, Heavy Sandwich. Welcome. I don't know if I recognize your username. I think it sounds vaguely familiar. So remind me if we know each other.
Where's that?
Heavy Sandwich in the chat.
Oh, there it
Says,
is.
how's it
Yeah,
going?
Yeah. All right. Oh, now we need more tiles. Another one of these.
Did you ever get a glass of milk, Dave?
I did not.
Fake fan.
I was gonna say I kind of need some water. I'm getting
Oh,
thirsty.
do you want me to go grab you some water?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. All right. BRB chat. Be good while I'm gone. Don't let Micah steal. Don't let Micah end the stream.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's frustrating. We had so much momentum on the other stream and lots of viewers, and then this happened. But what can you do? What are we building? Oh, this. Yeah, it's really hard on some of these to tell exactly what color things are supposed to be. The prints are not always as accurate as you might like them to be. One of the ones I always have problems with in a manual is black versus dark brown. In printed form, they're really hard to tell. S'more. The evolution of the laughing emoji. That's rather humorous. The skull is a laughing emoji, and the crying is like, that doesn't sound right, but that's all right. Where's a piece? There we go. Boy, it got really quiet without Peter around here. I must not have much to say. Wait, that's not right. What did I miss? I missed something. Oh, that's what I missed. So what is anybody else building stuff today? There we go. That should work. Yeah, that works better. Peter disappeared. I don't know where he went. The water should not be that hard to get. Okay, this goes here. Yeah, like that. Got really quiet when you weren't here.
Oh.
I don't have much to say, apparently.
Oh. Micah looks inquisitive.
Yeah, he does. Thank you. Yesterday I made some, actually not yesterday, Thursday, I made some chocolate chip bars. This was originally a recipe that I found that was supposed to be for chocolate chip skillet cookies cooked in a cast iron skillet. And it was called for a 12-inch skillet. And then a friend of mine made it in a 10-inch skillet because that's all he had. And that made them thicker. Turn it sideways. And then I thought, I could make these like the old Nestle Toll House cookie bars. And so I do them in a 9x9 pan instead, and they come out nice and thick. And they're really yummy. Which one's mine? Which one's yours?
That does not matter to me.
I like the ones with the end.
Okay. Zoner's right. Zoner said,
No water, only milk on Peter's piece of streams. What did Zoner say?
Yeah. Oh, I just bit my tongue. Oops.
Oh, I hate it when I do that.
Okay. No data. Why?
I wonder if there's a firmware update for the switcher. Okay, we're back.
We're back?
I remember the milk stream back in the good old days. Anyway, what were you saying about...
The laughing emoji.
Yep.
So it's laughing, crying, to laughing, crying sideways, to skull emoji. Skull emoji means laughing as well. Like, it's like, oh, I'm dead. Have you heard people say that?
No, and then crying means laughing apparently too.
So the skull emoji is like, it came from people saying, oh, I'm dead. Like, oh, I'm like dying laughing.
Oh. So how does crying and a broken heart fit into laughing?
So crying, I don't think it's like laughing harder. I think it's just the next evolution. So then people started using the crying emoji, like, oh, I'm crying laughing. I think, but it's just like, it's like, usually you say that when you're laughing about something that is like kind of unfortunate, I guess. I don't know how to describe the connotation of it.
But what about the broken heart?
Broken heart. I didn't know that one was funny related at all.
Yeah, I don't know how that would be. That was like that was the the bed for a while, but that was like a TikTok trend. Oh, Heavy Sandwich says, "What's your opinion on the new releases of Lego Star Wars?"
Oh, I haven't seen. Oh, I saw like that they released sets, and I briefly looked at images, but I don't even remember what they were.
Yeah, I haven't been paying as much attention to Lego because back to our previous comments, I have too much Lego. I'm trying not to buy more, so I'm actually not looking at the emails as much from Lego anymore.
Oh, you get email notifications? I just check my YouTube subscriptions, and usually somebody will have uploaded about them.
Well, yeah, I get that too, but I'm on Lego's email list, which I'm fine to be on. What else? Stream froze. Yeah, it should be fixed again now.
Broken heart is more like making fun of someone than just laughing. Wait, I don't understand. I still don't. Yeah, could you give us an example, S'more? Oh, Zoner has to go. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, Zoner.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Like, sets are pretty dang good in my opinion, but so expensive. Like, what are they, Stan? Like, give me an example of one set that's really expensive.
We could pull it
It's
up.
so 2020. It's more.
It's so 2010.
Or 2010, excuse me.
2010. Oh, no, TS means... Well, I'm not going to say it on stream, but...
Oh, yeah, never mind.
It's this stuff is so 2010.
Yeah.
Broken heart. So that would be like...
Like a comment on a video of someone doing something cringy. Google the whole wave. One of them is like 25 cents a part.
What?
What? I mean,
Does it have a lot of minifigs?
There's Disney tax or Star Wars tax, but that's ridiculous. You're being held captive by a mica tail, apparently.
I know. I wonder if... I think Mike had just noticed that... Oh, no, there's...
Micah, what are you doing?
No. Micah's really trying to go through.
I know, he will. I have so many shirts with holes in them because he puts his beak right through them. Anyway, back to business.
Oh,
up to 9 now.
25 cents a part is crazy.
Yeah, I'm really curious what that is. I was in a Lego store the other day.
TS means this. No, TS does not mean this. It means this stuff. But like.
Yeah.
I don't know if I swear on stream before or not. This is family friendly.
Yes. I was in a Lego S'more sets. I was in a Lego store the other day, and I heard a girl ask an employee what set had the best price to part ratio. You had to explain the 10 cents thing to her.
It used to be more like 10 cents was like a high average. You know? Like it was like, it's 10 cents for a normal set, but the big sets tend to be cheaper. Now it's like the big sets tend to be 10 cents. And I guess like, inflation, that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I think some of the licenses have gotten kind of exorbitant.
I guess you guys are getting old enough now that you've been around long enough to see the prices go up.
Well, I mean, even like I think the Nintendo Switch 1 launched in 2017 at $300, and they launched the Switch 2 at $450.
Wow, that's 50% increase. That's crazy.
Yeah, but
how much later was that?
7-8 years, I guess, because it just released like a month ago.
Okay.
And $450 is not adjusted for inflation the same price; it's still higher.
Yeah.
But I think adjusting for inflation, it was close to $400. And that's strange because I think the Xbox One released at $300, but now that would be like $500 or something like that.
All right, S'more also says, Heavy Sandwich says, what's your opinion on the rumor Lego sets like Pirates of the Caribbean and Star Trek? I had not heard about Pirates of the Caribbean. The Star Trek rumor seems to be pretty substantiated and pretty reliable.
Both of those seem like of interest to you.
Yeah, from what I know, that it's basically going to be the 1701D Enterprise, which seems to be corroborated by the fact that, I forget what it was. There was a German company last year that owned the Star Trek license for Lego compatible bricks, and they started selling all their sets at the end of the year, the Star Wars stuff or Star Trek stuff, I think. So that one seems pretty likely. And what I've been reading is it's supposed to come out in.
The way they started selling all their sets at the end of last year?
They were just
discontinuing,
closing them out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it seems, from what I remember, it was going to be like August. No, maybe not August. Maybe September or October that the Enterprise is supposed to come out. And somebody even had a piece count, a couple of different sites that seemed to be reasonably reliable sites. So I'm looking forward to that one. I haven't heard about Pirates of the Caribbean though. That's interesting. Do you know anything about that?
No. But I was going to say, that seems like it could be of interest to you, too.
Yeah.
You have, he's got a Pirates of the Caribbean pinball machine, for those of you who missed when we were talking about it earlier.
And I have all 3 movies. I don't know if there's more than 3 movies, but I have the 3 movies, the first 3
I'm
movies.
not actually sure I've seen those movies. Did I? You asked me that yesterday, and I think I said I hadn't.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I have.
25 cents is insane. Literally means, I don't know what you're talking about. That's what S'more said.
What? Literally means this. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm almost...
Oh, literally means this, yeah. He told her it was probably the Eiffel Tower. Is that the best part to price? Probably so, yeah. That TS price is outrageous. That set.
No, that set. I don't think I've heard people say TS just to mean this. I could be wrong, but I really thought it meant something else.
S'more. OMG, I saw someone with a Switch 2 on my flight and I didn't realize it was that big. And then Heavy Sandwich said, do not get the Switch 2.
Yeah, are you a boycotter, Heavy Sandwich? I am not. I haven't even had to think about whether I would boycott it because I never considered buying it, because the only game I've played on my Switch 1 is Mario Kart. And I guess I can forgive myself for getting the Switch and then only ever playing Mario Kart on it. And only putting maybe 60 to 100 hours on the console. I just expected I would be playing it more than I ended up doing.
Why would you boycott it?
Well,
Switch 2.
I'll get into that.
Okay.
But the Switch 2, since I knew that I hadn't used my Switch 1, I'm like, well, I probably shouldn't get the Switch 2. So I wasn't even considering buying it. So I haven't even had to consider whether it's the right decision at all or not. But so for context, for those of you who are not in the gaming sphere.
I'm reading Che's comment.
Yeah,
I fear it still means this poop.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Okay, thanks for backing me up, Che. Che's the number 3 fan. I like how it ranks people now. This is great. Mm-hmm. This is what I've always wanted, is for my community to be pitted against each other. I wouldn't even say it's really pitting people against each other, but it's giving the chat a healthy spirit of competition.
Is that something YouTube does automatically?
Yeah, I just started doing that since I last streamed.
Yeah, I was going to say I haven't seen that.
SMH. It's actually SMH my head, Che, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
TS, the Switch. So
yeah, I saw that too.
So anyways, people are upset because the Switch 2, the console is higher. But I think people are not even upset about, that's not the primary reason people are... Oh, Mike is so cute.
Yeah. By the way, if you were noticing, he had his beak around my nose. He can break a Brazil nut, literally. And when I say literally, I mean literally, unlike a lot of people who use literally and don't mean literal. Mm-hmm. But he can break a Brazil nut literally in less than a second. And yet he'll just gently nudge my nose. Or like right now, he's got my finger in his beak, just gently. Anyway, sorry, we keep getting off track.
That's a common theme for the Dave and Peter stream.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm building a wing. I'll let you build the other one, but I'm locked in.
They can also brick your Switch 2? What?
Yes. So do you know what? Well,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Hardware.
Yeah,
you
of course. Yeah.
When
you buy a Switch, you're buying a license to use this. Wait, what?
They basically Nintendo is basically
on the hardware.
So
that's like saying you buy a PC and you don't really own it. That's ridiculous. That's stupid.
But you see why people are upset.
Yeah,
so
no,
$450 is steep, and people are upset about that. And then they're like, okay, well, we can stomach it. The hardware's better. Inflation has happened. They are giving you delivering you a genuinely better experience. But then the games, so games for like a while now have been $60 for like a AAA game.
And is the only way to get those to download them? It's not like a cartridge or anything,
Well,
right?
no, you can buy cards still. Hold on.
Okay.
Before the chat jumps in to
Okay.
correct me on that. So you can buy game cards or the physical or the digital games. The digital games tend to be, I think, like $70 or $60. And the physical games were also $60. Then on the Switch 2, they announced that the games were going to be $80, and if you buy a physical copy, it's going to be like $90 for one game.
Because what I was going to say is, if you can still get them on a card, then you don't need an internet connection. But if you need an internet connection to download them, then they could brick your machine if you do something they don't like.
So here's the other thing: is that a lot of the games, even on the physical cards don't have enough memory space on them, or like storage space on them, to fit the entire game. So what they'll do is they'll add supplemental files that you have to be connected to internet to download when you open the game. So you have to have an internet connection when you open the game for the first time, otherwise you can't play the game. I think after that you are able to play the games offline though.
S'more said they just bricked some guy's Switch 2 because his sister changed his account name to Twinklink.
Yeah, so that's the other thing that they're doing is like if you violate they're enforcing that if you violate their like policies, and I think there's somebody that like put like a cartridge in their Switch that for the original Switch it makes the Switch more like hackable, or like you can run like pirated games.
Side loading it or whatever.
Yeah, side loading stuff basically, like do stuff with the software that Nintendo doesn't want you to do.
Yep.
And on the Switch 2, if you insert that cartridge, it will permanently brick your Switch, like hardware.
Wow. And,
well, the hardware would still work. They just brick the software so that you literally cannot use the hardware.
And S'more also said Nintendo cannot unbrick your Switch. So it's like a one-way.
Yeah. And they also, I don't know if you're familiar with Joy-Con drift. Have you heard of that?
No.
So Joy-Con, do you know what the Joy-Cons are?
No.
It's like, you know the little controllers that attach to the side of the Switch?
Yes.
Those are the Joy-Cons. And the Joy-Cons have been known to have drift in their joysticks. So like after a while, you won't even be touching the joystick, and it'll think that it's pointing like to a different direction.
That's no good.
And so people have been really complaining about the fact that what? Oh, is this the other wing? No, this is the first wing. Okay, I skipped ahead. Why don't you take this? So the Joy-Cons joysticks were drift, and in the Switch 2, people were like, okay, well, they're going to replace the joysticks and make them better. They're going to use Hall effect sensors, which is just a different kind of joystick that doesn't ever drift.
That's what all of my joysticks on the Flight Sim have. It's more expensive, but they're so nice.
They're not even that much more expensive because they're being mass-produced
now.
A lot of third-party controllers.
Yeah, the price point has come down a lot.
Guess what? Nintendo did not put Hall effect sensors in the new Switch controller.
You're kidding me.
So people are predicting that they're going to have the exact same problems. They didn't even say the word stick drift in the Switch presentation.
In other words, they're not acknowledging it.
They will not acknowledge it as a problem because I don't think they want to open themselves up to the liability. But this was their opportunity to just put Hall effect sensors in and not say anything.
Yep.
You know? Yep. To just fix it so they don't. I don't know why, but for some reason they have not done it, and so people are really upset about that. They're really upset that they can brick your hardware, and like for things that like S'more said, you just name yourself something that's inappropriate, and instead of they give you I'm pretty sure they give you a permanent ban, like your
that's what it sounded like. S'more
bricked.
said, yeah, which is crazy.
I don't quote me on that because again I haven't researched that specific story. But yeah, I do know that they're bricking people's Switches and it just generates e-waste. Like it's just so wasteful.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
And it's also like you own the console. Like,
well, that's like,
if I own the console and I want to like never connect to online again, but like install sideloaded software. Like I understand that, you know, like you can withhold your online service from me if I choose to modify my console. Right? That makes sense. But if you're going to like withhold me from using my hardware for modifying it, and that's just, it's like even stricter than Apple would do.
I'm not seeing this piece.
Did I use a blue one, or was I supposed to use a blue one somewhere and I didn't?
Maybe.
Oh, you used it. This is supposed to be.
Oh, oops. I used a blue one somewhere and it wasn't. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you.
So anyways, let me check the chat. Can you guys attest to whether I've got this story straight or not?
This is Twink8 SMH. Even the cards are just licenses.
Well, I think that
Chase splitting. Nintendo's philosophy on conflict is just don't respond.
Yeah. So I think from what I understood, the Switch cartridges, like the actual physical games, I don't think they're just licenses to play the game. I think it has the game on there. But like they treat it legally like a license to play the game. So like they will prevent you from playing your game if your console's modified or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Where's this? It looks like this was already supposed to be on there. I'm gonna go trade birds
Okay.
because I can hear her chirping at me. Oops, sorry.
No, Peter's 100% right, says S'more. Okay. It's actually insane. Yeah, it's just... So, you didn't hear it here first, but you heard it here. Yeah, so that's why people are boycotting the Switch 2. Like I said, I have not really been concerned with whether I have to do that because I wasn't even planning to buy a Switch 2. Why is this not going to attach? I'm so confused here. Was there supposed to be a piece that nobody put on? Did I skip something? It's very possible. Hello? Hello? No, that's correct. Where does this attach? Oh, it attaches to these thingies. Oh, look at that, guys. Okay. And then I think I can put this on. Like so. Cool. Good stuff. Oh wait, I forgot to... For those of you who missed it, this is the heist. I'm stealing one bamboo leaf while Dave is gone. He'll never know. Wait, I just looked up at the mic when I said that. He'll never know. Okay. Oh, this is the other wing. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, S'more says he wanted the Switch 2 because Nintendo's so good for first-party games. And Nintendo is so good for party games, and you're about to go to college, but you'll think you'll just stick to your Switch 1. Well, here's the thing, is even in college, that's kind of what I thought too. I'm like, oh, the Switch will be good to have in college because me and my friends will use it a lot. But the thing is, the Switch 1 was so ubiquitous by the point that I went to college, by the time that I went to college in like 2022, it had already been out for 5 years, and there was already somebody in every friend group that owned a Nintendo Switch, so you didn't really need to be the one that owned one because somebody else would already have one. So you might be able to get away with that. If you have a Switch 1, then you'll still be able to play a bunch of party games, you know? Like if you're just looking for entertainment, you'll get that with the Switch 1. You don't need to buy a whole new Switch 2 just for that. Stan says Double Dash. Stan, have you played Mario Kart Double Dash? I know Che has. I don't know if
Just Dance is
Just
great.
Dance
By
is
the
great.
way, blast from the past. When I went up to visit Peter a few weeks ago, we played with his Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
Which I have one, and it's been sitting in a box in my garage for like 10 years. I don't even know if it still works, but that was kind of an interesting trip down memory lane. When did you buy that?
My family got it in 2009.
Yeah, a long time. Wait, that's 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It came out when you moved into this house.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's probably about the time I got mine, was about 2009.
Yeah, well,
Crazy.
For a couple of years you couldn't buy one because they were so, or you could hardly buy one because they were so hard to find.
Unless you wanted to pay like top dollar. That's
Yeah.
like, oh, don't get me started on NVIDIA 5000 cards. I would love to have an RTX 5090. And even at $2,000, it's expensive, but I would pay $2,000. But I'm not going to pay $4,000 or even $3,000. I've noticed now, like I went to Amazon the other day and I looked, and there's a bunch of cards now that they're selling. Amazon is the seller, not some third party, but they're all $3,000.
And they're all just like priced really, really high.
I don't know if that's just like what the market will bear, and everybody has decided we're going to sell them for $3,000 now. I don't know what that means, but it was kind of like, all right, if they're going to be $3,000, I guess I won't get one. I can afford it, but I don't want to spend that much. By the way, the new Star Wars sets are 327th Battle Pack, $45. B-19 Torrent, $65. Republic Juggernaut, $160. And Separatist MTT, $160. Didn't want to change the subject. Okay, got it. Oh, I'm good at bowling. Ooh, bowling is fun. Shay, I was on a team. I've never been a serious bowler, but I was on a team at work in the 2010s. No, that was in the 2000s. Good grief. And I actually have my own bowling ball and shoes now. If you ever make it out to my house, we'll have to go bowling for real. But bowling, isn't that what I was whipping you on?
Oh yeah, yeah.
On the Wii.
Yeah. So I was the basketball goat. Because I love Wii Sports Resort basketball, and Dave is the Wii Sports bowling goat.
Yep.
he was
Oh,
consistently...
this was so fun. There's a version of bowling on Wii Sports that's a 100 pin lane. It's so funny.
You're talking to the generation that grew up with this, so I think most of them know.
Probably so, but I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, is Juliana in the chat from Brandon Kim's account? That's funny.
Oh.
Juliana is Brandon's girlfriend.
Yeah. My friend who's into Star Wars was showing me something about that battle pack. $45 for that pack was criminal to me, but at least the figs are cool.
Please Google the Star Wars wave. Oh, and review them. Okay, yeah, we could look them up on stream, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Theoretically. Let's see, where is the... Can you give... Here, put the laptop in the preview window, please. Thank you. Oh, that's still over there.
Hold on.
Okay, we've had our stand fix now. Now he's gonna hate us forever.
Oh, he already does. Don't worry. That ship is sailed.
Yeah. All right.
Big brick stand shout out.
All right. So get rid of this, and then do this. What do you want me to look up?
The new Star Wars wave.
There we go. This one probably. I keep doing the wrong mouse buttons. All right, let me put this over on the other
Yes, it is this one.
Screen here, and maximize it. There. Can you put that on monitor so we can see the thing full screen?
Oh yeah.
It'll make it easier for me to see it. There we go. Oh, sort of. All right, so. Jango Fett Starship. Yep. Another. Oh, an ATST. Oh, that's
my
an
gosh.
UCS ATST.
No, look at the Juggernaut and the price. Look at the piece count and the price.
813 pieces, $160.
That's almost like 50 cents a piece. Isn't
Yeah, that is 50 cents a piece. That's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay, what else?
Okay, wait. I can see that being